Hey there, food fans. Ever wonder how that satisfying snap of a KitKat comes to be? We're going on a factory adventure today, but first, a little history lesson. It all started in the UK way back in 1935. Rowntree's, the company that created KitKat, wanted a chocolate bar that wouldn't break the bank. Or the pocket. The first KitKat was actually called Chocolate Crisp. Can you believe that? It wasn't until 1937 that it got the catchy name KitKat Wafer. Now here's a fun fact. Those early KitKats were sold in boxes, not the instantly recognizable wrappers we know today. Over the years, the KitKat went through some makeovers. The logo changed, the wrapper became iconic, and different flavors popped up. But one thing stayed the same, that perfect combination of wafer and chocolate. Now, are you ready to see how millions of these crunchy treats are made every single day? Let's go. Before we fire up the ovens and melt some chocolate, we gotta talk ingredients. KitKats are surprisingly simple, but that's the beauty, right? We're talking basic pantry staples here, folks. First up, we got our wheat flour. That's what gives the wafer its structure. Next, sugar. No surprise here, it adds the sweetness we all crave. And of course, we can't forget the star of the show, cocoa. KitKats use real cocoa powder for that rich, chocolatey flavor. Now let's talk fats. We got vegetable oil in the mix, which helps give the chocolate that smooth melt-in-your-mouth texture. And to add a touch of dairy goodness, we got milk powder in there too. Finally, a pinch of salt to balance out all that sweetness and enhance the flavors. And there you have it. Simple, yet oh so delicious. Alright, now that we got our ingredients prepped, it's time to get our hands dirty. First things first, we gotta make that iconic wafer. We're gonna start by combining our flour, sugar, and a little bit of water in a giant mixer. Think of it like making bread dough, but on a whole other level. This mixer is a beast. It can handle hundreds of pounds of dough at once. As the mixer spins, it kneads and blends everything together until it forms a smooth, elastic dough. Now, here's where things get interesting. Remember that crispy, layered texture of a KitKat? That's all thanks to the way this dough is rolled out. Picture this. The dough goes through a series of rollers that flatten it out into super thin sheets. We're talking paper thin, folks. These sheets then travel on a conveyor belt, where they're cut into the exact rectangular shape of a KitKat wafer. But we're not done yet. To get those signature layers, these wafer sheets are actually stacked on top of each other. Then, they go through another set of rollers that press them together, ensuring they're nice and compact. Finally, the wafers are baked in a giant oven until they're golden brown and crispy. And just like that, the foundation of our KitKat is ready. Now for the really fun part, the chocolate. Remember those ingredients we talked about earlier? The cocoa powder, sugar, milk powder, and vegetable oil? Well, they all come together to create a river of melted chocolate that's pumped into a giant tank. Those crispy wafers we just baked? They take a little dip in this chocolate bath, getting completely coated in a smooth, even layer. But it doesn't stop there. The chocolate-covered wafers then go through a cooling tunnel where the chocolate sets, creating that satisfying snap we all know and love. Now, you might be thinking, how do they make millions of KitKats so quickly? Well, it takes a whole team of high-tech machines working together like a well-oiled machine. We're talking about conveyor belts that transport ingredients at lightning speed, robotic arms that place wafers with precision, and sensors that monitor every step of the process. These machines are the real heroes of the KitKat factory. They work tirelessly, 24/7, to make sure that every single KitKat that comes off the line meets the highest standards of quality and consistency. It's a symphony of automation and engineering, all in the name of creating a delicious treat. Just because they have fancy machines doing most of the work doesn't mean they skip out on quality control. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Before any KitKat leaves the factory, it goes through a series of rigorous checks by trained inspectors. They look at everything, the shape, the color, the weight, even the sound of the snap. They make sure each KitKat is perfectly formed, with the right amount of chocolate and wafer, and that unmistakable KitKat crunch. Any KitKat that doesn't meet the standards, it's rejected. Only the best of the best make it out the door. Once those perfectly inspected KitKats are ready to go, they're whisked away on another conveyor belt to be wrapped and packaged. Remember those iconic red and white wrappers? They're carefully placed around each KitKat, sealing in all that chocolatey goodness. Then, the KitKats are grouped together and placed in their respective packaging, whether it's a single-serving pack, a multi-pack, or a giant party bag. Finally, they're loaded onto trucks and shipped off to stores around the world, ready to be enjoyed by KitKat fans everywhere. From the factory floor to your hands, it's a journey that involves a lot of care, precision, and a whole lot of deliciousness. Now that you're a KitKat expert, here are a few fun facts to impress your friends. More than just chocolate. Did you know that there are over 200 different KitKat flavors worldwide? Green tea KitKats in Japan, anyone? A global phenomenon? KitKats are so popular that over 400 KitKat fingers are consumed every second around the world. That's a lot of chocolate. A lucky charm. In Japan, KitKats are considered good luck charms for students during exam time, because the name sounds similar to the Japanese phrase kitokatsu, which means, you will surely win. So there you have it, folks. The next time you break off a piece of that iconic KitKat bar, take a moment to appreciate the journey it took to get to your hands. It's a testament to the power of ingenuity, automation, and a whole lot of love for a classic treat. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes content. See you next time.